After an urgent plea from the Vatican, 2 security teams were dispatched from the Italian embassy in Ethiopia, south to JILIB, Somalia, to rescue 6 humanitarian aid workers from the St. Thomas Aquinas medical mission. Well, only one of the up-armored vehicles could make it through the gunfire at a random checkpoint in Somalia. Al-Shabaab, the Sunni Islamist terrorist group, was not letting anybody in or out of Somalia. With just a single but damaged vehicle available, it would fit only 2 passengers, the 2 missionaries with Italian passports. The South African doctor, the 2 Somali students, and Meg O'Sullivan from Northern California would simply have to wait and hope and pray. 40 displaced refugees were camped out in the backfield behind the St. Thomas Aquinas medical mission. They were displaced from Al-Shabaab's reign of terror in JILIB. There was very little food to go around and no phone or internet to connect with the outside world. Thousands of miles away, Stephen Allen Masterson, known simply as Sam, was facing his own cruel, cold chill of the human predicament, his own mortality. After his wife was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, he was forced to retire and resign from his federal position with the State Department. He was an expert on Africa. After 7 long years of being her caregiver in their North Carolina home before she died, Sam was left without purpose. He felt numb. He didn't feel anything. He didn't believe in anything anymore, especially God. With a large amount of retirement funds left and nobody to spend it with, Sam's life had no purpose. On a desperate knee-jerk whim, Sam decided to go back to the one place where he last felt fully alive, East Africa. He searched through relief organizations looking for those that might be in trouble or failing, someplace where he could use his skills. That's when he found it. The website said the St. Thomas Aquinas medical mission in Somalia was closing. It was exactly what Sam was looking for, and it was in the epicenter of his passion, Somalia. Sam bought a one-way ticket into Nairobi, Kenya. He hired a safari driver to smuggle him into Somalia. There, a pole boat boy pushed him across the muddy and snake-infested Juba River. He waded through the last 20 feet up the banks of the Juba, and there was a little footpath up a hill. He climbed the hill, pulling all of his luggage into a makeshift camp of about 40 refugees, who pointed him farther up the hill where he could see the 3 plywood buildings of the St. Thomas Aquinas medical mission. Oh, Meg must have thought Sam was sent from heaven. But neither of them knew that all hell was about to break loose when unholy terror was unleashed. I've spent an entire career telling stories with every imaginable media tool on the face of the earth. I started off in the motion picture business, making movies, and then after 9/11 went to Washington, D.C., where State Department sent me to Iraq as the global outreach officer during the Iraq War. NATO sent me to Afghanistan as the public affairs trainer to the Afghan National Army on the Hindu Kush border. I received a presidential appointment to be the press secretary at FEMA during the 2017 hurricanes of Harvey, Irma, and Maria, and then on to California for the devastating wildfires. I'm armed with the knowledge of how stories can come to life all over the world, and it wasn't a far reach to bring the characters of Sam and Sister Margaret to life. The monsoon winds of JILIB. I dare you to put it down.